Hello everyone, my name is Rich Keener. I'm the Village Manager for the Village of Villa Park. And today is another one of our segments where I'll be discussing the upcoming board meeting agenda. So today's segment will deal with the board meeting taking place on Monday, December 11th. So let's begin. So on Monday, December 11th at 7 p.m. the board meeting will start here at the Village Hall. And item number 1 on the agenda is call to order, the roll call. Number 2 is the Pledge of Allegiance. Number 3 is public comments on agenda items. And folks, that's the appropriate time for anyone in the audience to come to the podium, be recognized by President Bolthus, and address the Board of Trustees and staff about items on the agenda. Number 4 on the agenda for Monday night, December 11th, is amendments to the agenda. And folks, that's the appropriate time for the President or Board of Trustees to modify or revise the agenda for that evening. Could be taking something off, could be having questions about tabling it, things of that nature. Number 5 for Monday night is our audit presentation, where our auditors will be present at the board meeting to kind of give us a splash of what we did last year financially, how well we did, and that will be represented in the audit. Number 6 for Monday night is the consent agenda, and we have 3 items on the consent agenda. So A is minutes from the board meeting on December 4th, 2017. B, minutes from the public hearing from December 4th, 2017. C is the bill listing for the week of December 4th, 2017 for a total amount of $3,526,675.57. And folks, this bill listing for December 4th is one of the largest ones we've had in recent weeks, and that's because we have bond payments, so that'd be bond and interest and things of that nature. That's why that figure is rather large. Moving on to number 7 for Monday night is a first reading of an ordinance of the Village of Villa Park, DuPage County, Illinois, amending the Villa Park Municipal Code relating to sexual harassment policy. Public Act 100-0554, which was signed into law by Governor Rauner in November, requires local governments to take formal action to adopt sexual harassment policies. The village has policy written on the subject in its employee handbook. However, Public Act 100-0554 also requires updates to the Village Municipal Code, which are included in the ordinance. So folks, as I just mentioned, the Public Act was passed in November 2017, which requires Illinois municipalities to adopt a sexual harassment policy and have it in their village code. So that's what we're doing. And then later on in the agenda, we'll have the employee handbook too, where we'll talk about harassment and a couple other things. So moving on to number 8 for Monday evening, December 11th, is an ordinance of the Village of Villa Park, DuPage County, Illinois, granting an amended special use for an expansion of the public library located at 305 South Ardmore Avenue. And I'm going to flip my page here. So the petitioner is seeking approval of an amended special use for the expansion of the existing public library located at 305 South Ardmore Avenue. At the public hearing held on November 20th, 2017, before the Zoning and Planning Commission, no one spoke in opposition, and the Zoning and Planning Commission unanimously recommended approval of the special use request. So folks, this item has to do with the expansion and remodel of our public library. So another great project, and hopefully that'll be approved Monday night. So moving on to number 9 for the agenda for Monday night is an ordinance of the Village of Villa Park, DuPage County, Illinois, establishing a zoning commission and appointing its members. The village is currently undergoing a significant revision of its zoning ordinance. When considering a new zoning ordinance, the Illinois Municipal Code requires a village to establish a zoning commission and appoint its members. As the Zoning and Planning Commission already considers and makes recommendations on amendments to the zoning ordinance, it seems logical to appoint them as members of the Zoning Commission, charged with holding the public hearing and making the recommendation on the new zoning ordinance. This commission would dissolve upon making their recommendation to the village board. So folks, for some time now, CMAP and village staff have been working on revising the village's zoning ordinance. And we've been doing this from a grant. And so now it's getting close to the recommendations of the zoning ordinance to the village board and implementation of these revised zoning ordinance measures. And so this is just one more step, creating a zoning commission to make the recommendations to the village board. So why not use the zoning and planning commission's members, which have already reviewed these revisions anyway. So that's what's taking place. So number 10 for Monday night is a resolution of the Village of Villa Park, DuPage County, Illinois, approving the purchase of 8 in-car camera systems and related equipment, installation, and training through the State of Illinois Cooperative in the amount of $65,643. The Villa Park Police Department currently does not have in-car camera systems to record incidents witnessed by patrol officers. The court system has become reliant on video footage for criminal cases, especially in cases of driving while under the influence of alcohol or drugs and use of force cases. In-car cameras will provide evidence for prosecutable cases and invaluable asset. Additionally, in-car camera systems can provide an unbiased account of events that allow citizens and others to view what actually occurs during encounters that may be called into question. If approved, the State of Illinois Joint Purchasing Cooperative would be utilized to purchase 8 WatchGuard in-car camera systems, which includes all equipment necessary to operate and maintain the system and recordings at a total cost of $65,643. Funds for this project have been budgeted under equipment replacement and DUI enforcement fund account numbers 65-502-02401 and 19-520-01-310. So folks, the Village of Villa Park does not have any in-car camera systems at all in use, and so we're purchasing 8, and if approved Monday night, so we'll purchase them and then install them. And this is for the equipment, and then we'll also institute a policy on for FOIAs of these videos, storage, things of that nature. So kind of moving forward and purchasing the cameras along with the other equipment, and other departments across the state already have some of these cameras, and so we're kind of moving in that direction. So number 11 is a resolution of the Village of Villa Park, DuPage County, Illinois, revising the Villa Park Employee Handbook. So Public Act 100-05554, which was signed into law by Governor Rauner in November, requires local governments to take formal action to adopt sexual harassment policies. The village has policy written on the subject in its employee handbook. However, the handbook requires updating to be fully compliant with the new law. Additional housekeeping changes are also being made to the handbook, which covers topics such as whistleblower protection and sick leave. So folks, not only are we revising the village code for sexual harassment, we're going to make sure that the employee handbook matches the village code for sexual harassment also, and then we'll do some housekeeping changes too. So moving on to number 12 for Monday night, December 11th, is a resolution of the Village of Villa Park, DuPage County, Illinois, authorizing an engineering services agreement with Christopher B. Burke Engineering, Ltd. for the 2nd Avenue Combined Sewer Separation Project at a cost not to exceed $45,100. So I'm going to flip my page here. Staff proposes the combined sewer separation of North 2nd Avenue between Holly Court and Division Street. The village expects to receive up to $549,000 in Community Development Block Grant disaster recovery funding for construction of this project. Christopher B. Burke Engineering, Ltd. of Rosemont, Illinois, has submitted a proposed engineering services agreement to provide Phase 2 design engineering services for these improvements at a cost not to exceed $45,100. Costs would be allocated to account number 83-502-04-292 in the Wastewater Fund Combined Sewer Separation. The work would be funded by the new utility sales tax through an interfund transfer from account number 64-502-03-783 in the Capital Projects Fund. So folks, with this particular project, it's a combined sewer separation project. Once that's complete, we're also going to do complete road reconstruction or overlay. So not only will we do the sewer separation, but we're also going to rehab the road as well in 2018. So number 13 moving forward on the agenda is the resolution of the Village of Villa Park, DuPage County, Illinois, approving change order number 4 to the contract between the Village of Villa Park and Orange Crush LLC for the 2017 Street Improvement Project for an additional amount of $87,889.18. So the village has a contract with Orange Crush LLC of Hillside, Illinois for the 2017 Street Improvement Project. During construction, it was determined that several additional project efforts were necessary. These efforts included the lowering of 2 water mains, the modification of a segment of storm sewer from round pipe to elliptical pipe, the installation of an underdrain, the replacement of several lead water services, and the replacement of several additional sanitary sewer services. The net amount of proposed change order number 4 is an addition of $87,889.18 for an adjusted contract amount of $2,482,262.52. The costs of this additional work would be paid out of Stormwater Fund account number 68-502-10-299, Water Supply Fund account number 82-502-02-401, and Wastewater Fund account number 83-502-02-401. So folks, we're still finishing up the 2017 Street Improvement Project, and by that I mean we're doing the final balancing of quantities. So this is this is change order number 4 for some things that happened in the field, and hopefully within the next few weeks we'll finalize the 2017 program and be able to do the final change orders if there's any more coming. So number 14 for Monday night is a resolution of the Village of Villa Park, DuPage County, Illinois, authorizing a contract with Alpine Demolition Services, LLC, of St. Charles, Illinois, for the 546 South Euclid Avenue demolition project in the amount of $27,000. Staff wishes to proceed with the demolition of a previously acquired flood-prone single-family residence. The project was publicly bid with 3 contractors submitting bids. Staff recommends awarding a contract to Alpine Demolition Services of St. Charles, Illinois, in the amount of $27,000. 75% of the contract will be paid by CDBG Disaster Recovery Grant funding. 25% is budgeted and will be paid out of Stormwater Fund account number 68-502-10-299. So folks, what's happening is we received a grant to purchase this particular home located at 546 South Euclid Avenue because it had received repetitive flood damage. So what we'll do is we'll demolish the home, then use that particular location for a detention basin, etc., to help that particular neighborhood in its flooding, or relief of flooding, I should say. So moving on to 15 for Monday night is a resolution of the Village of Villa Park, DuPage County, Illinois, approving a license agreement for a portion of the South Monterey Avenue public right-of-way between the Village of Villa Park and the owner of 145 South Monterey Avenue, Villa Park. The property owner, located at 145 South Monterey Avenue, wishes to pave and maintain a parking area in the South Monterey Avenue parkway west of the building located at 145 South Monterey Avenue. A license agreement is needed to grant the property owner permission for the proposed construction, maintenance, and continued use of the right-of-way. So folks, this is the area very near the Illinois Prairie Path, kind of east, if you will, of Ovaltine, and then you have Monterey, and then you have the proposed area, and it's adjacent to the Illinois Prairie Path. And this particular property owner wants to use the right-of-way as a parking lot, and by doing that, it can't be gravel, so he has to construct it and maintain it in perpetuity. So moving on to number 16 for Monday night is a resolution of the Village of Villa Park, DuPage County, Illinois, authorizing acceptance of a proposal from E.H. Wax for the purchase of a single Turner maintenance trailer in the amount of $32,998.86. The Water Division of the Public Works Department has identified an E.H. Wax single Turner valve maintenance trailer for purchase. Staff requests authorization to acquire one E.H. Wax single Turner valve maintenance trailer directly from the manufacturer, $2,998.86. Funds are budgeted in the Water Supply Operations account number 82-502-02-401. So folks, when I first learned about this, I wasn't quite sure what the Turner valve maintenance trailer was and what purpose it was for. So what I did is I had staff kind of give me a picture of the little trailer, and you may not be able to see it very well, but it's really interesting, and I'll kind of go through this for you. The trailer, I thought when I first read the synopsis of this item, was going to be larger. I thought it was going to be the size of our generator trailer, which is pretty large, but it's not. But what this does, the Water Division wants to use this to exercise all of our valves which are located on our water mains. And it's for all of our valves. And when I say valves, it's not the Buffalo boxes for the residential homeowners shutoffs. It's the water valves. If we have a break, we have to locate that water valve and shut the water off so we can fix the break. But this valve turner has a GPS locating device that'll locate the valve, and then once we locate the valve, it'll exercise the valve, and if the valve's stuck, it'll use the appropriate torque to kind of go back and forth and loosen that valve so that we don't snap the valve and all of a sudden we have to dig up and replace the valve at the same time we're replacing the water main break or repairing it. So this is a rather unique item and has a telescoping scoping arm, and it's got a little motor on there. So it's pretty interesting, and I'd like to use the word kind of high-tech, and the Water Department's very excited. And so what we'll do is we'll use this piece of equipment to exercise on an annual basis all of our water valves. So when you exercise the water valves on an annual basis, they don't get rusty and they don't get stuck because you're exercising them. And then this particular piece of equipment has an apparatus that hooks onto water hydrants as well and can exercise water hydrants. So very interesting. So that's what that particular item is, and I'm kind of excited if you can't tell. So hopefully that'll be approved Monday night, and we'll get it in use in the Water Department. So excuse me. So let's go on to number 17 for Monday evening, which is public comments on non-agenda items. And folks, that's the appropriate time for anyone to be in the audience to come to the podium, be recognized by the president, and to address the board on comments that are related to non-agenda items. And number 18 is the village clerk's report. Number 19 is the village trustees report. Number 20 is the village president's report. Number 21 is my report, the village manager's report. Number 22 is the executive closed session, and we have a number of items for Monday night for that. So A is 5 ILCS 120-2 C1, personnel matters. Could be C2, collective bargaining matters. Could be C5, purchase or lease of property. C6, sale or lease of property. C11, pending litigation. C21, discussion of closed session minutes. And so folks will go into executive closed session, and then we'll come out. There's no need for any action on any items discussed in executive closed session. And then 23 is adjournment. So folks, that's the agenda for Monday, December 11th. And we have some great items. We'll be moving forward with a bunch of neat things, if I'd like to use that term, neat. And that's the last meeting for 2017. Our next meeting will be January 8th, 2018. So we're kind of finishing the calendar year and moving into the new calendar year. And then in the new calendar year, we'll be kind of changing our fiscal year. So it's going to be a lot happening in the next few months. So going to be closing out some projects and then getting ready for 2018. So I hope you enjoyed Joyful Traditions. And we're looking forward to some more holiday events and some snow and things of that nature. So hope to see you soon. Again, my name's Rich Keener. It's my honor to be your village manager for the Village of Villa Park. Take care.